only thing to keep in mind, I guess, is the SSR, the first SSR. So as soon as I see a unit, uh, freedom of movement is out. So then be able to do more stuff. Also, if I get shot, I guess is also the thing. Also, I need to put a marker for that because I am apparently lax, which is going to make um, essentially any sort of ambush suck more for me. And there's something else I feel like I wanted to put. Oh, I don't think it's showing fog right now. I gotta do that. So, three.
Yeah, you've got the counter up there. I don't know that the. Or are you gonna?
Oh, so there's a way to like show it. Actually, is it all the time or is it just like 3 turns? It's all the time. I'll sh- I'll do it just so you have an idea of what it looks like, and then at worst we'll just take it off. So essentially, there's a built-in feature which is actually really nice, um, where you can put fog, and you can say I want +2 at level 4 above, and it does this. Now the reason why it dims it this way is really just because you can do something like this, where fog will only be at a certain level, and it really helps where that fog is. Oh, you weren't even in the game. Oh no, wait, you reset.
No, no, I was. I wasn't seeing any of the fog that you're putting on there.
Oh, does it show now?
No, that's why I was
Okay,
resynchronizing to see if it would, but it doesn't look like it's showing that.
so this is cool. I never thought this would actually be the case, but I guess it's like prevent people, I guess like mm, doing bad manners or whatever. So essentially, in your other window that has all the text that shows up and like your roles and whatever, at the top you'll see what looks like a moon over a cloud, rain, and then a bunch of colored images. The last one on the right, the gray one, is fog. If you click on that, it'll ask you what the intensity is. Now, I think what the game does, or what Vassal does, is it tells the game how many levels there are, uh, and it only goes up to that. Because normally, like there's some maps out there that have like 12 levels or whatever. Um, since we're running at +2, it would be moderate fog, and if you put it to level 4, which is what it's supposed to be, it'll cover the entire map with a sort of like washed out colors. But if you pick a level
Yeah.
below 4, the ones that are above that level will be regular colors, which is really just nice. So I'm gonna put fog off just so that people who are watching from home will, not have the effect. But if you want to play it with it on, it's always cool.
Yeah, that's right. I actually had a couple questions for you regarding terrain that's on the map, if you don't
Sure.
mind. So I'm assuming most of the things like here, these are gullies.
Yeah, so because this is a desert map, they might actually be more referred to as wadis, or at least they should be wadis, unless I'm confusing it with a different term. Um,
Okay, I wasn't sure what they were officially classified as.
yeah, they operate the same way, or very similar to gullies. So nothing to really write home about. Um, there's like these messy hexes, BB9, CC9. I believe those are. I want to just say Hamada, but I feel like that is also wrong. And it might just be Scrub. Let me see here. No, that's Hamada. Okay, I had it right. Essentially, Hamada is just. It's all just stuff that only really affects stuff that wasn't infantry. It's still one to get in. It's not obstacle. It's not hindrance. Um, it's for all intents and purposes treated as open ground, that sort of thing. So
Yeah, because we don't have any vehicles or cavalry or anything. So
yeah, like vehicles are the only. I think cavalry still has Oh, cavalry has like one extra movement in there for three movement instead of two. Um, and like vehicles bog, which is like the bigger thing. But again, we don't have that, so we don't have anything to worry about. Brush is still brush. That's just normal on the map, so there's no real change there. And yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll. I mean, it's always worthwhile, I guess, to roll for weather, but I seriously doubt there'll be anything happening on that front, just because I, even if I wanted to kindle, it being wet is like basically impossible, and wind change won't affect fog, so there's not much else of a point. So
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a weird one.
I expect this one to be fast, if anything, just because of the nature of everything.
I think I have to kill about a third of your force to actually win and actually exit all of my troops.
Um, yeah, I don't know what the exit VP sounds like. It's normal, 11 squads, 22 points, plus another 5 from leaders. So 27 points. Yeah, you need another 8. So you need to kill 4 squads, essentially.
Well,
Also,
and
if you get
you get
everybody
all of
off.
my guys off. That's
Yeah,
assuming I get every unit. All right. Well, let's get this show on the road, I guess. If you're good to go. Oh, you need to put your sniper out.
that's right. I'll just toss Sniper V3.
No weather change. I have no rally actions.
Me neither.
So the +2 for fog is per intervening hex.
Uh, no, it should be a +2 just generally.
Just flat for the.
Yeah, I think it applies the same way as, because we had this a while ago, and it's +2 up to, I want to say it's like up to 6 hexes, and then
Just
after
7,
six
if I
hexes is
remember.
more. Oh, you know what? That might be missed. Regardless, for the purposes of the scenario, it says it's +2. So, and it says all ranges. So, I assume that there's no increment afterwards. It's actually a really interesting dynamic between the two.
Ugh, this is just gross, and I picked the wrong side to set up on.
Honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about which side specifically. I think there's pros and cons to either side.
Yeah, no, just this is a ridiculously tough nut to crack.
Yeah,
As
plus
it
plus
is
5.
at, yeah, +5. So, but we'll try anyway because why not?
Yeah.
This stack will unconceal and fire.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 10 up 3.
5 because it's halved.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 5 up 3.
Yep. Yep. Still a miss, I believe.
Yeah, no, that's 10 is nothing. This deck will unconceal and will fire at the unit there.
Sounds good.
So it's going to be a 6-3.
No, up 2 because it's just brush. It's a hindrance, not TM.
Okay, yeah, so 6-2.
Ooh, 6 on 6, 1 morale, I think. Nope,
Yep.
those guys are broken. Is it 1 morale or normal?
It's 1.
Damn. Well, that's an ELR too. The curse of ELR2 continues.
Your no move is off.
Oh yeah. That I was just gonna take it off at the end of the turn just because I can't move anyway. So.
Because sure, why not? These guys will fire here, so it's going to be a 4-5. So that's 8 on 4.
Just missed.
These guys are actually in the gully. If that is, I don't know if there's any way to really indicate that. I'm assuming just because they're in the hex, they're in the gully.
Yeah, I mean, the only way to do it otherwise is if you put, where is the hex?
Like the level indicators.
No, it's a crest.
Yeah,
Because that's one of the important things is to get out would cost, I think it's 3 to get out, something like that. But if you're in crest, well,
it's just the elevation change.
Yeah, it's like it's 2 to get out, but if you're at crest, it's just 1 because you're already at the level, like you said.
No, I mean if it works like a gully, it's literally just the elevation change. There's no additional cost. Into is 2 movement factors.
Yeah.
Let's see. No cost for leaving a gully hex other than the doubling of movement factors when moving to a higher elevation. Because you're at elevation -1. So
Yeah.
double whatever the cost of the hex is. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Sure. Movement. Guys will unconceal.
Okay.
Clear CX.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Oh, right. I think I have to. So Z5 will shoot. It's a 3, up 1. Nope. But I will leave 1 residual. And first fire.
And then 6 to there.
Sounds good.
Four.
All right, so it's a 1. I don't actually, you know what? I need to double check. I forget if residual applies LV hindrance. Firepower. All non-high Excite TEN, Smoke FFE, Hindrance DRN. Yeah, I don't think it counts. Applicable. God, I'm trying to figure out if that counts. Yeah, we'll say it does, because otherwise, whatever. So it'll be a 1 up 1. Also, nope. They're good to go.
They're both CX'd.
Mm-hmm.
Leader will go, I think that's 2.
Uh, sure.
Doubled. I don't know why I was saying that was 4. I didn't have to CX these guys, but it's all right.
Yeah, no worries. Sure. Yeah, still good. All right, you're there.
An assault move for 4.
All right.
Assault move. Assault.
Uh, can they assault move down into the wadi? Because that would be 4, yeah? I think it has to be a normal move because it uses all their movement factors. But regardless, I'm not doing anything against them.
Hold on, let me look. All right. Normal gully movement rules apply to wides, with the
Yep.
exception of bogging.
Yeah, but it's just because you're going down, and I'm counting it as 4 movement factors.
It's a gully brush. I mean, I'm not sure where you're getting 4. That's why I'm confused. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm wondering where that's coming from.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking it costs 4 for some reason. But anyways, yeah. Well, go ahead. It's not an issue.
So it's 2 plus the brush, which is 2, right? So yes, that is 4. Okay. So yeah, it's normal movement to get into there. Well,
Yeah, and like I said, it's not gonna matter because you'll lose concealment eventually, anyways. Yeah,
well, no, I explicitly do not wish to lose consumer with these guys, so I will move them there,
oh sure,
which is only 2, so they will assault move there. Okay,
sure, yeah.
and these guys as well will just assault move that way. So if I'm correct, like this black line here, like in T5 or over here in E7, that's a cliff, right?
I'm sorry. In
Like
E5?
here, the black line along that, that's a wadi cliff, if I'm reading that
Yes.
correctly. All right, so that's got some funky rules on it. And I'm guessing that is also wadi cliff action.
Yeah, like S6, T5,
So don't move into
Z6.
Z6 because it's going to be a headache for. All right, defense fire.
Hmm. I don't know if I really want to shoot with anybody. These guys are in the open. That's not worthwhile. No. That's our face.
The units in X3 will fire at the broken unit.
Sure.
So that's going to be 6 doubled and half twice. So 3 Down one, or up one, excuse me.
So it's still
Or is it
6.
up three because of the fog?
So it's 6 up 3 because it's +1 for CX and +2 for fog.
All right, but I'm doubled and then halved. And
Yeah,
then
but
half.
you got 2 guys, right? So you're shooting at 12.
Yeah, I'm doubled, but then I'm half twice. So half to 6 and then half to 3 because it's advanced fire.
No, you just half once. You'd be pinned if you were half twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah,
that's cold medication.
no worries. I think we're both suffering from some weather effects.
Uh,
So 7
7
normal.
on 6, which is a normal.
I'll take the 3. I was I would have preferred a heat of battle. Although that would have triggered your sniper, so maybe that's not great.
And for giggles, W5 will fire up here at the revealed unit.
You might have to string that just to see if you can see it.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's indicated. So just the +1, +3, I believe.
Yes. So it's
Yeah,
it's
3 up
+2
3.
for fog and then +1 for height advantage.
Yeah, so 3 up 3.
Well, so you don't cower. So that will be
Normal morale check. And your sniper.
right because it's 5. Morale check. They pass. Thank God. Sniper effect. Also, that was the wrong dice, but 3 2 2. Well, I have to pick. I have to pick W5. So, random selection. Someone gets pinned. All right, bottom squad gets pinned.
And I think that's it for advanced fire. Routes.
Well, thankfully, there's some nice stuff about routes. Um, I'm blanking on if LV hindrance or fog hindrance would automatically prevent interdiction. I assume it does. Also, let's take these off. But also, I can get height advantage, so that's not really a big issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So this guy has no real targets to go to, so he's just gonna aim for up here. So he goes up here for 4, and then that might. Where else can he go?
How does that work, by the way? If you don't have a legit target, what's the...
Then I think it's you pick something. You just route to a location. Crag. How much does Crag cost?
2, I think.
Yeah. So he can't go anywhere else unless I did. I could do 2, 3, 5, and then I have to stop there. Yeah, because if let me check the rule again, but it should be that you're basically forced to go towards a closest woods or building, but if those don't exist, uh, you just have to pick a spot. A routing unit can route into out of but is not forced to do so merely at the start of its route phase. The routing unit must designate its destination, must attempt to reach it. Must go towards a building. If no non-ignorable building woods locations can be reached during that route phase, a broken unit may route to any terrain hex consistent with the above restrictions and need not route toward the nearest woods building location. Any unit which routes through bus, that's FFE stuff. Broken unit may continue its route in subsequent Red phase only if under DM. So yeah, because nothing's eligible, I can pick any spot. Um, but that's about it. Also, it's really gonna suck because if I didn't have the height advantage there, that'd be basically instant surrender for almost all intents purposes.
I mean, instant kill.
You can't invoke Nokura Massacre.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. SSR2 is like the only thing. Not that it, not that it really matters, because I'll probably ELR a bunch of times. It just makes it easier to capture, making it more valuable for points. But
No, not. That's part of the point. The prisoners are not worth anymore. They're just an annoyance and a hindrance.
yeah, they're counted as regular. You know, it's still something.
No, it slows me down and it worsens my ability to fight. That's the problem. Is I don't want prisoners because they don't really extra help me, so there's no real benefit to gaining them. I'm better
Oh
off
well,
just killing you.
bloodthirsty red Chinese over here. I always knew there was a problem with you guys. Damned communists.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I have any routes. Advanced phase. Can you shoot up cliff faces?
Uh, yes. You should be allowed to, anyways, because there's it's kind of like you still should be able to see them. There's no like crest status for if you're looking over the edge of a cliff face type idea.
I'm just gonna be sassy. No close combat. Over to you.
All right. We'll do weather roll. No change, but almost. Um, just checking cliffs right quick. Uh, there's no additional TM for cliff hexside. Fire across a cliff hexside has several restrictions which do not apply to crest lines. Yeah, you can't use vehicle armament, IFE, or ordnance to fire to a low level across a cliff hexside. Makes total sense. Support weapons and small arm fires are not restricted. Only AA weapons, MG counter, support weapon, AR, which I'm blanking on. Piats mortars with a minimum range of 1 hex or inherent small arm fire may fire through a cliff hex side to an adjacent higher level hex. So essentially, everybody's fine here. Rally phase, I'm going to try and rally my guy. It's not going to work. I'm going to keep DM on him. I should take the first fire counter off. Prep fire phase. Well, there's not much of a point to not do it. Yeah. Y2 is going to open up. It's going to be divided. So in Y2, the top 2 squads are going to shoot at X2. Now X2 has an opening, so they don't get the benefit of the wall, but there's still a +2 for the fog. So it's a 12 up 2. Nope. And the bottom squad is going to shoot at X1 as a 6 up 4. And that is also not going to do anything. Um, I can't shoot at Y4. Oh no, wait, because they're part of that hex. I can shoot at Y4. There is a leader in 2 squads, so might as well. So Z4 is going to shoot into Y4 as a 12 up 2. Also, nothing. Sweet. My IFT rolls are legendary. I could technically shoot this guy, but that's not worth it. Just gonna go straight into movement phase. How do I want to do this? Yeah. The stack in AA8 is going to move into BB7 for 2, normal move. Nobody can see him. Then continues into CC7 for 6. And then we'll go to DD6 for 8. Sorry, I needed to announce CX. These guys. I think these guys can only really do. The stack in Y8 will normal move into Z7. But I don't know if anybody can see them. Because they'd be going into the Wadi. They also have the CX.
Yeah, I think they're fine.
Yeah, they also have the CX because of movement factors.
Conscripts, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of the other problem is conscripts really makes life difficult on top of everything.
I don't know. Your conscripts in the last game were killing machines.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely had better IFT rolls last game. Man, what do I want to do with this guy? Yeah, I think I have to do this. The stack in BB5 will assault move into BB4. And that's it, defense fire.
All right. The 2 units that are adjacent, well, we're going to do 2 separate fires just because the modifiers are so cranky. So X2 is going to fire, so that's going to be a 10 up 5, I believe. Or, I'm sorry, 20 up 5.
X2, yeah. Well, they don't cower.
Yep, so that is a 9 on 20, which is a 1 MC.
Alright, well, 1 squad makes it, and the other 2 disrupt, which means they're automatic prisoners. Put that there, and disrupt.
Prisoners occurs at the route phase, right?
Yeah, it's the start of the red phase.
So these guys are going to be what? Are they going to be up 5 or 6?
They'll still be up 5 because it's I can't claim the wall and house. You only get one or the other.
Gotcha.
And
okay.
obviously 5.
Yep. Okay, so they are going to fire. So they are going to be a 16 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing, I'm fairly sure. It's 13 on 16, yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine a pin test check at most.
And finally, these guys with leader direction, sorry, kick that guy up to the top, will also fire at the house. They are going to be
6 up 3.
6 up 3. Nice.
All right. Well,
so 5 on 6. This is the same one I had before. It's a 1 MC.
yeah, they're Uh, Another guy breaks and ELRs, so he's in disrupted pile. The other two are half squads. And
You want to set
sniper.
up a CDP?
Yeah, I'll do that after. This was what 5-1-5-3. Okay, well it has to go to this guy. So, uh, someone in there is pinned.
Nope, it's a dummy.
Oh, cool. And CVP counter. Ally CVP 2. Easy. Anything else?
Yeah. If I'm firing up the cliffside, it's going to be hex or elevation, or is there an additional move for the cliff?
I mean, there will be a +1 for height advantage, and fog, so just +3.
Oh, hmm. Because it's showing me a TEM of 2
A TM2 for a cliff hex
minus
side?
2.
No, there's no additional TM. What's it showing that on? Well, the charts or
Terrain charts.
terrain charts? All right. Well, let me pull up my official rulebook. Maybe the unofficial one is weird about it.
Yeah, it's saying there's no LRS or obstacle or hindrance, but there is a -2 TEM and there's an indirect NA with a star, which is notes. So versus climber, otherwise other terrain. So I don't know if if the -2 is just versus a climber or if it's something.
Oh, it should absolutely be against climbing. I can't imagine it being against whatever climbing, blah, falling DR, etc. Does it not say there? Why would it not say there?
Oh, I actually cannot fire there, so not a worry.
You can't?
Nope. Only AA weapons, MG counters, sport
No,
weapon ATR,
in here.
Piats. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed
Yeah.
the. Okay. All right, so it's just the brush then, right?
Yeah, but brush isn't anything. So, like I said, it's just the +1 for height advantage and +2 for fog.
Okay, so it's going to be 6, 12, 12 up 4.
Sounds good. 9 on 12.
9 on 12. It's a normal round check.
Really? Damn. Morale. Wow, both pass. I'll take it.
When do pins should have come off the end of my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I will have W5 fire at Z5. So that's going to be a 6 up 3.
Sounds good.
They fire backwards and take out the dummies. And that is everybody. Advance fire.
Yeah, -2 NA versus climber, otherwise DOT. Yeah, so I think what it's supposed to mean is climbers get -2 because they're super exposed and busy with stuff, but you don't get. Oh, you know what? I get what it's trying to say. It's trying to say that the terrain specifically, but a cliff hexside isn't the terrain you're in, right? You're not on the cliff. You're on normal ground, and there's a cliff hexside. I think that's the important difference because it says climb. Infantry movement is climb, and everything else is NA. It's like, yeah, okay. It means I get it now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that does make sense. It's a little
It,
unclear, but I
it's a
do understand.
very weird way to write it, admittedly.
Yeah.
Transfer phase, I have none. Route phase, this stack has to surrender immediately. So there is three of these. Control S, that's what it is.
Uh, okay.
There. So they go to whichever guy or guys you want them to go to, and can choose to deploy as a result.
Now we'll tack him onto a 337.
Cool. Otherwise, BB3 is going to route up one to BB4.
I wonder if there is a leader there.
No, totally not. That's it.
All right. I don't think I have any routes.
Advanced phase. I don't really know if there's anything worthwhile advancing. Uh, DD6 will go to EE6, and I might as well invoke Crestline on that. Not that I think that's truly gonna matter, but you know, that's
Yeah,
the
it's
thing.
cool.
And then these guys in Z7. Oh no, wait. I. Oh no, I can't. Thank God. They'll go to A8. Um. Is he? Yeah, it's still worthwhile. One squad in Z4 goes to AA4. And I think that's it. No CC phase. Turn 2.
We. I have no rally actions.
I will attempt to rally. So the leader will get revealed. Nope.
Prep fire. W5 will fire over at Z5, so it is our 6 of 3.
Still no cowering, but that's normal.
7 on 6 is normal round check.
Well,
God damn it.
that's going to be a surrender, I think. So that's 10. I'm KMT. Wait, there's no modifier for Chinese in heat of battle.
You're not inexperienced. You're Lennox.
No, Lax doesn't do anything. I'm just genuinely surprised that like of all the groups, Chinese is one of them that does not get. Wait a minute, nah,
I got. Let's look. I was gonna say that's what.
that
Maybe
can't
there's
be
something
right.
under the actual Chinese.
So I think it might be because that chart might not have everything, which is dumb. Chinese G18. Yeah, 0 heat of battle. All right, cool. So it's a berserk instead. Hooray!
Okay.
That is no problem.
Okay. So they're berserk. I think it's my sniper.
Yes. Yeah, we both have sniper. Of course. All right, 2-1. Watch this. Calling it.
3-3. So
Goes there.
there.
Closest. 3 targets. So random selection. Sweet. And forget if that drops. That's gonna drop CX, which is nice, I guess. Uh, does it drop concealment? It probably does. There you go. You may continue.
Man, this is just wackiness, like multiply.
Yeah, this is really just like, all right, well, I'm gonna. This is what happens when you get kicked while you're down.
No doubt. Let me see.
I mean, if anything, this is the dice getting back at me for like 2, 3 good games in a row. So
Yeah. Okay. Y4 will fire at the guys up on the cliff, and Z4
hmm?
it's going to be 12 up.
Oh, did we probably? I don't think we calculated your CX last time. It didn't matter last time, but it's a +4 instead of +3.
Yeah, no. I actually did use the +4 there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so +4. And nothing. All right, that's it. Movement. Two,
Sure.
four.
These guys in AA4 will shoot. So it is, 3 flat. 4 on 3, 1 MC, I think. Yeah. Uh, does where's fire effects? Fire attacks. Hindrance. LS hindrance. Okay, cool. Alright, I broke a guide. Yay! That'll be my one victory in this scenario.
Assault move.
Sure.
And this is regular move. 1,
Okay,
3,
sounds good.
1,
Mm-hmm.
2,
Okay.
3,
Yeah.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Late CX. Oops. 5.
Okay.
Actually, pretty sure that drops concealment. So 1,
Oh, yeah, for the 10-0? Yeah, okay. So 4 in there.
yeah, it's 1, and then 3 wall plus building is 3,
Yeah.
I believe. So 4. Yeah.
Sounds good.
1,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Okay.
1,
Mm-hmm.
3, and then repeat.
Sounds good.
Assault move.
Mhm.
That's fire.
We'll do Z4 into Y4. Keep that comedic gold going. So it's still a 6 up 2. Still nothing. I might as well, since that guy's just gonna have to run anyways. Actually, what's my odds anyways? No, I would have to cower to get anything worthwhile. These guys could shoot. Nope. Advanced Fireface.
Can the guys in Y1 even shoot up the hill?
And Y1?
It's a slope, right? So these guys to here. Sorry. Y3 to AA4.
Oh yeah, they can. It's just you'll have the so there's the. I forget if crags give a bonus, but you'll have the intervening brush as an effect as well. Crag.
Yeah, crags are
Is +1. So it's a +4. So 5 up 4, I think.
Yeah, we'll do 5 up 4. Nothing. The unit in X3 will fire up at the Berserk squad if I can. I don't know if the Orchard is going to block it. Check.
I think they can because the. Really?
Yep.
Huh.
But nothing.
I was in the. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. I think it's because.
It's hindrance, same level, but blocks higher level, I think is the first.
Well, it's just because you're not looking. The distance that we're at doesn't allow you to look over it. Whereas I'm pretty sure that Z4 can shoot into X4 without any issue because I'm 2 levels above.
Probably, yeah. It's all right. And I think that's it.
All right. I got nothing.
My route and Z2 will route back to the building.
Oh, your Y4 guy loses CX, so took that off.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. Just don't want you to keep it on for no reason.
Yeah, no, that's cool. All right, yep. So that's that. Advance phase.
Bold move.
We are all about the bold moves tonight.
Well, hopefully I can capitalize on something.
Yeah, no, I feel it. Shoot me up. That's fine. I'm in the mood to just have a bloody bloodbath, so it's just feeling that way tonight. No, sorry, that was all my advances. Clear. No close combat yet.
Still nothing.
Next turn is going to be a lot of it, I feel. But yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Well, there may be a little bit of it from this berserk guy. I don't know
oh yeah, he's dead. No matter what, he's going to die. No weather change, rally phase. I got one guy in BB4. He's not rallying. I got 2 guys over in EE6. Boy, I would have loved that one earlier. Neither of them rallied. That's it for my stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. My commissar will attempt to rally.
Mm-hmm.
And succeed, I believe.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think that's the first time I've actually used a commissar the way they're supposed to be used.
Oh no, you've had plenty of games with commissars.
Yeah, no, they
Um,
just tend to get shot or not actually rally anybody.
eh, no, I think I'd say it's a healthy 50-50 on if the commissars do stuff. Um, I feel like it was what scenario? It was like the scenario where I had to retreat off like two boards or whatever. That one, your commissar wasn't doing a lot of work. He had like one guy in the open or whatever. He didn't want to move him, and then
Yeah, no,
something else.
it's
Um,
I like them. I'm happy with them, but I'm still not. My leader handling leaves much to be desired.
I mean, this scenario is different. Z4 AA4 will shoot at your stack in Z3 because why not? So it's a 12 up 2. Coward. Can't imagine I get anything.
10 on what?
It'd be coward. They're conscripts, so they coward twice. So it'd be 6. So absolutely not. I don't think I have any other shots. So movement phase. Berserk has to move first. Closest target in hexes is either. Um,
Actually, any of those three.
he can't see these guys.
Ah, can
So
you see the guy in Y4? The cliff hex
uh,
side is one there. I don't know if you can see him.
yeah, you can see down across a cliff hex side. That's not an issue. And because he's in the hex with the orchard, it's block line of sight. Um, but I might as well just target X4. It's not really gonna matter. So moves. Um, what is that? 2 to get into Y6.
Okay, then can I see you? I think you're down in the gully, so I don't think I can see you.
You can see me from Y4, uh, but not. And you might actually be able to see me from. Yeah, you can see me from Y2 as well, but obviously Y2 has more hindrances. Because the
Yeah, Y4 will fire at you just for fun. So 6. What?
excuse me. It'll be 6 flat because it's a non-assault movement. I That's a Hamada that's treated as open ground. Um, and then +2 for fog, so it should be 6 flat. Pintash check, which they don't take. But residual, if you want to put it down.
Sure, it's what? 2 residual or 4?
Yeah, it'd be 2. Not that anybody's gonna go through there, but
Yeah, just for the practice, you know.
yeah, definitely good mental practice. Then they continue their charge.
All right, the 2 units here will fire at them now.
Sounds good.
So that is going to be a
12 flat.
12 flat.
Yeah. +2 for fog. It's 2, so 6 on 12.
It's on 12, 2 MC.
2 MC. They become half squad.
And can X3 fire on them as well?
Oh yeah. Because you're the same level now, so it's only hindrances at this point.
And leader directed there. So that's going to be 6 down 2.
No, it's up 3. Sorry, it's up 1 because it's +2 fog, -2 leader, +1 hindrance from orchard.
Gotcha.
Actually, it would be it's +2 because the orchard blocks open ground movement, but there's still non-assault movement. And that was what was that? We rolled 6, 7 on 6, which is a normal morale.
Yep.
Pass. And then into their destination hex. So they will force X4 to shoot as final protective, but it is also triple point blank fire. So,
Halved.
so 18, 9, 9 flat is what you're shooting at. No, and it breaks both of them.
What? Why?
Final Protective always forces the shot as a morale check against the guys shooting it. It's why, like, if it's devastating if you miss it.
We didn't ever play that before.
No, we have. It's just that most times that this has occurred, you've rolled like a 6 or 7, and whether it's a pin check or a morale check, my guys survived it or died from it. Uh, but yeah, like final. So it says A8.31. Um, Only available option if defending infantry already marked with a final, which wish to use their small arms to attack adjacent or same hex moving ground. Um,
Okay, I was not marked with a final fire counter.
I feel like it has to apply regardless, but let's see here. Does it? Whenever unit uses subsequent first fire, let's use data barring can't split. Use intensive.
So I think it would actually be subsequent first fire because I was not marked with a final fire counter, but I was marked with a first fire counter.
So the
I'm looking at the control point blank 83.12. Blah, 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 must then immediately attack any infantry, cavalry, MMC unit that enters its location during the movement phase, whether it uses defensive first fire, subsequent first fire, or final protective fire. So, well, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't have an MG.
not melee. Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, all right, cool. I was under the impression that if you went into a hex with that, it was automatic final protective.
Yeah, no, it's looks like it's final. So let's see.
Just means that you guys aren't broken. That's all.
Yeah. Well, no, that's actually important, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's important, but it just means they're not. I mean, I wouldn't be able to kill them anyways, so it's not really the. It's not the end of the world.
So, all right. And there's going to be a fun melee there. Still your movement phase, I think.
Yeah, hold on. Just. All right. Anyways, so they're there. Can't do anything with them. Other moves. There's just like no good options. The stack in BB4, the concealed units, anyways, will normal move to CC4. Nobody can see them, so they retain concealment. They will go to DD3. Again, nobody can see them, retain concealment. And then end in EE3. Can they be seen? We'd have to. If you want to check from Z2, I'm not sure if they would. I think CC3, the top of it, might see it, might block it, but. Oops.
Yeah, CC3 blocks it.
That looked like you were pointing in a different spot. It does. Cool. Cool. So that's done. I mean, this doesn't matter. The CX comes off this stack. One of the units will move 1 to AA7. 2 to AA6, 3 to
Okay.
AA5,
All right.
and then yeah, then the other two will go AA7 for 1, AA6 for 2,
Okie dokie.
and that's it for moves. Events fire. Wait, what the heck? That's weird.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just I noticed something super weird. You have a counter that doesn't show for me. If I mouse over Y4, I see that you have two squads and the leader, but if I try to expand the stack, I don't see your second squad. It's throwing me for a loop.
Okay, that's kind of weird. They're not
Yeah,
concealed. You don't
uh,
remember
I
me saying?
I know that's why I can see him when I mouse over him. So I don't know what the problem is. So I'm not too miffed about it.
Okay.
I just thought it was weird.
The squad in Z3 is the squads in Z3 are going to split their fire. We'll do one here and here.
Sure.
So it's going to be I think 10 up 3. 10 up 3?
It'll be 10 up 4 against
4.
AA4, but 10 up 3 against Z4.
Well, no, they're CX, so.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. Can I get plus? Yeah, because I don't have an applicable TM and hindrance. Yeah, never mind. So yeah, they're both up 4.
So 10 up 4, we'll start with AA4. Nothing. And against Z4, also nothing.
Cool.
Z2 is also going to fire at AA4.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that'll just be a plus. Well, it'll be plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 up 3. And nothing. Anybody else? No. Okay. Advanced fire.
Berserkers will attempt. So it's a 1.5 up 2. No. And nobody else really has any shots. Certainly none that I care to try. So defensive goes off, prep goes off. Route phase, I don't think anybody's broken or needs to route. Advanced phase is like literally not worth it. Should put this there. Yeah, whatever. We'll do this.
Whoa, now who's getting bold?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to really amount to much, but whatever. So I had one guy in AA5 go to AA4, one in AA6 go to AA5, one in AA6 go to BB5. Those guys aren't going to do anything. This guy doesn't matter. That does not matter. CC phase. We'll just do the Berserks first, because I really don't expect anything to come out of that. I'm at a 1 to 4 against one of your squads. No modifiers.
6 to 1, I think.
Yeah, you're at a 6-1. Pretty sure that's a kill. I can't imagine that not being a kill. There's points. And then over here, there's no ambush. There's a CX, so I will get a -1. And I'm going to go 1-to-1 versus one of your squads. And nothing.
We will gang up on one of your squads, so I am at 3 to 1.
Sounds good.
At a +1, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. That's
Just
nothing.
missed. And melee. Turn 3.
No other change. I have no rallies.
I have plenty. So again, BB4 will attempt. Nope. And then these guys, 1, 2, no and no. Sweet. Oops.
Whoops.
No, that's okay. Fixed. All right, this is where you shoot into your own stack of guys in Z3.
No.
Just do one fire group, one giant fire group.
No, though I don't really have many other targets to fire at, to be honest. Well, Z2 will fire up at A4, so that is going to be a 3 of 3, I believe.
Yes.
Why am I even looking that up? Oh, I'm tempted, but no. I think I can actually see you guys up there. Okay, the squads in X4 will attempt to fire at AA5.
Okay.
And they can't, so no sniper. And that's it. Movement. 2.
You're good.
3.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Okay.
You know what? These 2 squads will declare CX. 1.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Yep.
3.
Yep.
4.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Yep.
6.
Still good.
This leader will bypass for 1.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Yep.
3.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Assault move.
Okay.
And that's it for right now.
That's it for movement.
Defensive. Now this is your chance to fire into your squads.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'm considering it. 1, 2, 3. That would be. Yeah, sure. BB5, AA5, and AA4 will all shoot there. It's a 12 up 3, I believe. Since I'm pretty sure I don't know why it's not listing it, but I'm pretty sure Crag should be. Oh, I think it's because I'm 2 levels above. No, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. That should be a hindrance. Where's my Crag? Yeah, it should be a hindrance. So yeah, it's +3.
No, it's not a hindrance. It's a hindrance for same level as.
Yeah, but the problem is that if you're shooting down a continuous slope, it should still count. exception A 6.7. All same level direct fire. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm pretty. I know I read somewhere that continuous slope should add hindrance, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're right. Maybe it doesn't apply to Crag. Um,
Where are the continuous slopes?
continuous slope. It is B5. Continuous slope is a change in elevation such that each successively crossed hex crossed by LOS. Elevation changed by the one level continuous gradient. But it doesn't
Yes.
actually.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, also apply to continuous.
Okay.
So.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know why this is.
I think it's just vassal. It might
Figure
just
that
be
out.
an artifact of it. But yeah. So, anyways, that's 12 up 3. It's still not gonna do anything. I think 8, 11 on 12. Pretty sure it's nothing. It's 100% miss. No, it's not even a pit test check. That's just how poor my IFT rolls has been tonight. I got no other shots. So advanced fire phase.
Wow, that's a lot of red there, man.
I mean, I'm glad that my morale checks are below average. I wish I didn't have conscripts. but you know, you think of what you can get, I guess.
Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. No, I don't have no advance for it.
Cool.
Routes. I don't think there are any.
Nope, still none to do.
That CX has come off there.
Yeah. Unless there's like a provision that they have to keep it for being in melee, but I don't think that's a thing.
It's possible. Look it up.
Nah, I'm looking it up right now, but I'll let you know if it matters or something.
Okay. I don't think there are any routes at this point, so advanced phase. And now we're into CC.
Correct.
Hi, Ricky.
These guys are going to die.
We have an observer.
Oh yeah, that happens. Also, it's funny they're not running the newest version. That's why it's giving a checksum error. Or you might have not have the right overlay extension.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, CC. Yeah, we're gonna double up on your conscripts.
Sounds good. I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. 2 against 1 for 1-1.
So I've got a 3-1. You have 1-1. I don't think there's any mods.
No, unless you wanted to try and capture them, but that's about it.
No, not this go around anyway.
Just so bloodthirsty.
And we get you.
Yep. And I do not.
All right, so right. And I think that's it for CC.
Sounds bueno.
Over to you.
No weather change. Rally, we're gonna do the same. Sorry, tail. BB4 first. Nope. Other two guys. One comes back. Hell yeah. Conscripts. Ahoy. And that's it for rally.
All right. I don't have any.
Cool. Prep fire. Now it's even more valuable to shoot into that stack. So same train as before. 12 up 3. You know,
Man, your IFT is just.
the dice gods giveth, and the dice gods taketh away.
I feel sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know, it happens. Movement phase, the only thing I can consider doing is like get the conscript in EE6 out of the crest into EE5, which I think means it should only cost him 1 because he's at the crest.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna.
FF4 for 2, and then FF3 for 3. And I don't think your guys see me, so you should be protected. I got nothing else. Defense fire.
Well, I'm not going to fire into melee. The units here, however, will fire up on the hill again. Going to be, I think, 1.
It'll be.
Well, no, because we're going to get the hindrance from the brush as well because it's up the slope.
Yeah, so it's a +4.
+4 down 2, or is it a +6 with the down 2? Sorry, I got it there.
You're shooting. If you're shooting with Y3, then it's just +4. Because me, it's showing you pointing at Y3, not Y4. If you're shooting Y4, then
no, Y3 to yeah,
yes.
Y3 has a 9-2 and 2 3-3-7s. So leader directed, that's still it's a +6 otherwise without the leader.
Your guys are in Y3?
Yes, I advanced from Y4 into Y3.
Oh, that did not show for me. Let's synchronize this. Let's save the game. We will save this as this. Sure. Premature end. Save now. Hopefully this does not futz with the logs. Continue. Cool. Now it's fixed.
Okay. Yeah, so I think it's what, 1 hindrance for the brush and 1 for the crags.
Yeah, and then +2 for fog. So you're still at a +2.
Yeah, so +2. Okay, so 6 +2.
All right, 6 on 6 morale check. It's a 1 MC, so they pip.
Well, your morale checks have been really good.
Yeah, I mean, for some parts, the morale checks at the start were garbage, and I mean, the only thing this does is it bugs me because I was gonna throw them into the melee.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, that's kind of the point of defensive fire, but okay, that's all the defensive fire I have. So,
I got no. Nah, it's fine. I don't have any advanced fire. There's none I can make anyways. Route phase, I got no routes. Don't think you have any either. Advanced phase, there's nothing really to advance at this point. As mentioned, all my opportunities have been taken away.
Surprised they didn't give us 8 turns for this one.
Yeah, I think 7 turns is also just obscene. I think this is a scenario that would be very valid in having 5 or 6 turns.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying. I'm a little surprised they actually shortened it slightly.
They've always been hovering around 7 or 8. I can't think of an advance to do, to be honest. So just going to CC. I'm at 1 to 2 against one of your squads. Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't
Pretty
think
sure that
there's
gets
a.
you.
Yeah. It's 12. What are we looking at here? 12. we've still got 20, what was it, 28, 27 points, I think it was. Yeah, I can't think of a scenario where I really get to stop you doing anything at this point. Um,
Do you want to call it?
Honestly, I just feel like it's been going so poorly that I'm not
Yeah.
really sure, like, what else to do, you know? Um,
I
I've
mean,
got
I think
three.
it's going to contest the exit. I think is pretty much it because I got to get everybody off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I will go for another turn, I guess, and then probably
All
I'll
right,
call it.
fair enough. Of course.
It's definitely the sort of thing where, like, past 11, I don't think this is gonna be. I wouldn't want to play this after another 30 minutes of
Yeah,
straight
no,
losses.
I'm with you. No other change. I've got no rally action, so over to you.
I have two, so we'll do BB4 first. Oh my god, I get a conscript back. And then we'll try the other guy, and they will not come back. But
Okay.
otherwise, that's it. Prefer.
I mean, sure. Z3 will fire at AA4.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be
20 of 3.
E up 4.
No, it's
Sorry.
up 3.
Sorry. Oh,
Well, you don't cower, but it's still 13 on 20, which
yeah.
is just a miss. Oh, thank you, Windows Security. They did not find any viruses.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, I think even Windows Defender is like, yo, your dice are cursed or something. Just double check that for.
We're gonna find the Russian malware. Sucking.
You know, it would make sense since I've been doing so poorly against technically Russian counters.
Well, only if you're Rand Paul.
Oof.
Sorry, answering a question from our observer.
Yeah, no worries.
I don't have any preferred movement. CX. Salt move. 4-2.
Well, that'll be. Yeah, that'll be one squad shooting. So it's not a assault move, but it is moving open. So it is still a 3 up 2. Nope. But I will take the 1 residual.
Salt move.
I can technically shoot. Can I shoot that guy? Probably not. Yeah, why not? Other unit will conceal, same shot. Also, same roll. So, cool.
prisoners count for stacking?
No. I feel like we've gone. We
Yeah,
asked that
I
once,
think
and
that's what that's how I was playing it. But I had this sudden. I was like, oh shit, did I overstack and not realize it? All right.
single guard can guard blah. Classification over second penalties never apply to prisoners. Just
Okay.
to guards. Also,
All right.
guards excluding prisoners, so prisoners don't count. Period.
All right. Cool. Okay. So 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Uh, both these guys will subsequent. For 3 firepower, down 2. Or, sorry, flat. Oh my god. 3 on 3, 2 MC. Pinned.
Oops.
And one first. Or one message. Man, that sucks.
Well,
Imagine
poo.
getting a 2 MC and still only getting a pin.
No, that's actually kind of annoying to me, but okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got 3 more turns.
Yeah, no, long run, it's not really gonna helpful, but it's still annoying. 1,
Yep.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3 into that hex, even though I'm in the half hex, and 4.
Sounds good.
These guys will CX.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6.
Sounds good.
Just gonna nix that extra CX counter. They will also CX.
Okay.
Come on, Vassal.
It's those little tweaks they still need to do.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Yep.
4, 5. Actually, I didn't do 6, but fuck it, I don't care.
Well, you didn't. You got the
move.
leader anyways. You'd have 6 no matter what.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm
Well, just take the CX off, whatever.
All right, so yeah, they move there. My commissar will hang out, smoking a cigar and drinking the wine in the right wine. Let's see.
The 10-0, I'm convinced, is now Hannibal. He's just like, I love it when a plan comes together.
And that's it. Defensive fire.
We'll try the magic group again, except this time I have an extra 3. So it's 15 plus 3. Still nothing.
12 on 15. It's nothing.
Just a bunch of reprobates is what's going on. I'm going to shoot FF3 to EE1. I believe that's going to touch the... Yeah. So it is a 3 up 3. Which is nothing. And that's it. That's Farfaced.
Okay. Oh, hey. Wow. 2 observers.
Yeah, if only they joined the Twitch chat.
Well, you gotta put your damn Twitch link in there or something.
Yeah, I need like a...
Do you have a URL? Let's just put the URL.
Well, yeah, what I need to do is I need to take one of these, I need to clone it, and then be like, watch. Well, while you're doing whatever, it's like, watch ads.
Yes, sure. DD1 and CC2 will fire group at EE3. Pretty sure there's no...
yeah, it's it'll be... if they're both shooting together, it's 3 up 2. Pretty sure it's this.
It doesn't matter.
Look at that branding. Hell yeah. This guy knows what's up.
No other fire, no other advance fire. Routes, none, I believe.
Yeah, none.
Advance. There's the
Yeah.
exit.
Yeah. I mean, this is where I start breaking out the twos on my CC rolls. All right, I'm taking this off. I don't need to advertise on my own Twitch about my own Twitch.
All right.
He'll get it eventually.
I think that's it for advances. CC.
CC. No ambush. I'm at 1 to 2.
I am at 3 to 1, I believe. At a -1, and you get a +1. Or I'm at a +1, you're the -1.
Correct.
So I gotcha.
Oh my
God. Me, hey.
I will take it. If there's one victory I can get, I will take. The conscripts weren't completely useless. No. That was just one. That was one squad. It wasn't both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I was going against both, that'd be. I would have probably still gotten it, but I didn't know at the time, so it's just one squad.
See, your conscripts are doing well.
Like I said, it's the one time I popped good combat, good close combat numbers.
Over to you.
Weather still nothing. Rally. We got this lone guy. Still no. And that's it for rallies.
Prep pin comes off.
Fire. Yeah, your pin comes off. I feel like I have to shoot at these guys, so I probably will. Yeah, skulking's not gonna get me anything anyways, and I don't like it. So, and running away anywhere else. Actually, running away would be a bad idea regardless. So, EE3 to EE1 as a 6-2. That is 5 on 6, which is a 1 MC.
2 pins.
Boo. That'll be worthless. We'll do this pile against your 527. Sorry, what?
Did for E3 did both of those guys fire or just the one?
Both of them. That's why it was 6 on 6.
Huh, okay, that's weird.
Why?
The prep fire counter is like in between the 2 squads. It's really odd.
Oh, yeah, there must be. I'm wondering if there might be an issue with, like, if it's because of additional viewers or a checksum issue, because it's weird. I feel like it's the same sort of issue.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so your gang
stack.
gonna be...
Yeah, big stack. So we're looking at 15. Up 3.
Yay!
9 on 15 is a normal. Pinned. Yo, all I want is to break any of your guys. Any of them. Movement phase. I can't even think of, like... Oh, you know what? The conscripts in FF3 will assault move into the crest in the wadi over here. Just to be annoying. And that is all my move.
Did we bump the CVP for the conscript?
Maybe not. I'll recalculate while you check your defense fire. 2.
All right. Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, defense fire. DD1 and CC3 will fire group on EE3. So that's going to be a 6-2, I believe.
Yeah. If it's the guys I'm thinking of, yeah, yeah, yeah. Up to.
Nothing. What's the crest modifier?
If you mean if you're shooting like EE1 to EE3, it's just I'm getting hex the height advantage.
No, modifier. And AA4 will fire at BB4. So that's going to be a 2.5 up 3.
5 up 3.
Oh, right, yes. Nothing.
Don't cower, but yeah.
I think that's it.
All right. Advanced fire phase, I have none, so we'll just skip to routes.
I think there are any.
There are none. Correct. Advances. We'll make
I
this
had-
easy. BB5 will go to BB4. I don't want to keep these guys as a stack, so I will toss one guy in EE3 to FF3, and that's all I can do. CC, we got the stack in AA4. You're defending at full firepower, but you are not attacking at full firepower. I am a 7 to 5, which isn't 3 to 2.
Barely by half a point.
Yeah. So I'm still at 1 to 1.
Okay, I think I'm going to be at 1 to 2 no matter what I do.
Unless you target everybody, and then you're 2 to 5 to 7, so 1/4.
Okay, since it doesn't matter, particularly for this particular incident, I will attack the unit that the leader is attached to.
Sounds good.
So that's going to be 2.5 to 4, which is a 1 to 2.
CC continues to be my only salvation.
Yep, you got me.
Oh, man. Why do I have... I don't want to complain about good CC rolls. I'll take them. But I find it so confusing.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so turn 5, pins will come off.
Do you want to keep going or do you want to call
it? I mean, with those 2 squads dying, I think it's worthwhile to do one last turn. Just it's
Sure.
still not 11, so I think we can still push it a little bit. But
yeah, that's cool. That's fine. I have no rally actions.
Yep. I will have 1 tried and tested misses.
Fire. Yes. We will continue with DD1 and CC2 firing at EE3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a 6 up 2.
Yep.
9 on 6. I'm pretty sure that's nothing. Yeah, I just missed it.
It's not even PTC. Yep.
That's what's the deal with the cliffside?
I think it's just that you can't enter the wadi directly from that side. But let me check.
It's all right. Okay, EE1 will fire at EE3.
It's literally just for vehicles. A vehicle may not gain crest status such that its crest covered arc FP is on the same side as a wadi of a wadi as a same hex wadi cliff. Nor may a vehicle gain crest status such that 2 hex sides form blah. But like, say it. Crest status,
right.
wadi cliff. Cliff that forms wadi is normal depression cliff. Same side as wadi. Continuous cliff from the bottom. Huh. Like gully. Yeah, there's no
All right, it's 8 up 3.
sounds good.
Now my dice luck is deserting me.
Yeah, yeah. IFT rolls is definitely soured on both of us. I've only been doing well thanks to CC.
One,
Yep.
two,
Um. Yeah, you're good.
uh, three,
I'll shoot with FF3 first as a 3 flat. 4 on 3 is a 1 MC? Yeah,
oops, sorry.
no worries.
That was a one.
Yeah, 1 MC. And that guy's first fired.
One,
Yep.
two,
Okay.
three,
I'll shoot with the conscripts, so it's still 3 flat. Pentash check. All right, you're good.
four.
Okay.
Annihilate CX
Get him off board.
to get him off.
Sounds good.
Is there a residual in FF1?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at it like, oh yeah, I need to put the residual.
One,
Mm-hmm.
two into the residual.
Did we say if it got hindrance or not? I feel like it. You came to this conclusion, and it was a yes.
I'm gonna move the wind counter out of the way.
Yeah, yeah. Take those if you want to take them and just like throw them to the side over here or whatever. You're more than welcome to. All non-hex side, smoke FFE hindrance. Man, that it's bugging me how that's written. Hindrance. Yeah, I think the last time. Okay, I think I know what it is, but we'll play it the way we did before. So we'll just count it as getting the minuses, but also getting the plus. I don't think it gets the plus, but it'll be a pin test check, just so that internally it's consistent, so he doesn't pin. That was 5 to get
He
off.
started in CC1, so one,
Yeah,
two,
5. Yeah,
3, 4, and then 5 to go.
sounds bueno.
I'm gonna put the escaped over here.
Oh yeah, no worries.
So fire in there is what? That's gonna be
Fire
one
in.
firepower, but up nothing, just one firepower flat.
Yeah. So I think under normal circumstances, I think because the way it's written, it has a dash after when it says smoke slash FFE hindrance. I think that implies that it's specifically smoke or hindrance or FFE hindrance. We didn't play it that way. Again, just keep it internally consistent. I don't really care who wins or loses this one.
Yeah,
So,
okay. Yeah, that's fine. No worries. Okay. The prisoners
mhm.
go 1.
Yep.
2, just for a different attack. Oh, hey, contest check.
It's still fantastic. All right.
Do you have to? Oh, I got to roll for the prisoners, don't I?
You might have to check that. Yeah, I forget how prisoners work with that. I can imagine they don't get shot at. I just don't really know what the conditions are for it.
Yeah, with the effects of if they get shot.
Massacre, movements, stacking, guards, attack effects. Firing into a location containing prisoners or unarmed units from outside the location affects both the guard and prisoners as if they are combatants in a melee, except that the prisoners never broken do not take leader lost morale check. Blah. Now,
Okay, if a guard pins, then so does its prisoners.
yes, but they also take shots. Prisoners not subject to pinning directly, although unarmed units are, but if guard pins, yeah.
So if we had rolled like another result, like you had rolled snake eyes or something.
Right, if I got an MC, right.
But right now they're just hanging out.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
All right.
My commissar will trot along here. It's going to be 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5,
Yep.
6. That will move there. And we'll do this one at a time just for maximum hilarity. 1.
Yep.
2. 3. Actually, before I start that, it's the X.
Oh, right. Yeah.
1. It's 3 to EE1, 4 into FF0.
Nothing. And then 5, 6 off.
Hold on.
Oh, you grabbed the guys from EE1?
Yes. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, really, just move the CX guy and CZ1 off. And then
Yeah, they take off. And these guys are also going to CX and do the same deal. Won't be attack.
That is no change.
So they also get off.
Sounds good. 21. Is it immediately or at game end? Now I need to check. It is.
It looks like game end.
That's weird. That doesn't say. Huh. I think this could technically count as immediate, but whatever. Interesting.
That's it.
That is
That's fire.
it. Defensive fire. I don't really feel like I need to beat up on those guys. EE3 to EE1 as a 3 up 2. No. Probably shouldn't have bothered with that shot. I don't think anybody else has shots. So, advance fire phase.
None. Routes. I believe these guys die. Or they have to low crawl somewhere, I think.
I don't think they have a spot to low crawl. Because they're in
all
open ground.
Well, no, we've got the hindrance for the fog, so... So my target is Y2, because that's the nearest building.
Yeah, but he can't go there because he'd be getting closer to EE3. And that's in line of sight. The question is, if they are forced to move, if they have hindrances anyway, or if routing only checks if they're in an open ground. Yeah. During the route phase, a broken unit not in melee may not remain in the same open ground hex in normal range and LOS, but it doesn't consider anything else like hindrance or anything. So they have to move, but they can't go anywhere, so they die.
Yep.
Huh. Otherwise, yeah, no routes. Take the prefer stuff off. Advances. Are those guys in Crest or not?
Uh, yes.
Okay. Because if not, they're one level below. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be. Can I? Would I be? I think I can see them, but whatever.
I think that's it.
What about the fake guys in U4?
Yeah, no, they stay over there. Yeah, that's fairly obvious there. No CC.
Yep.
Over to you.
No weather change, rally. Nope. Man, these guys are just powerful. Get the pins off. Prep fire.
Come on, you gotta do it.
Nah, but so if I shoot at the prisoners, that's not good whatsoever. I will do. Oh man, that's probably gonna get me killed. E3, FF3, GG3 will fire group at FF0. I'm pretty sure they can do that. And it'll be a 9 up 2. They cower. I have conscripts, so they cower twice. So
6 on what?
It's 6 on 9, which is a 1 MC.
Well, they cower twice, right?
Right. So 9 goes to 8, goes to 6. So 1 MC. Still 1 MC, thankfully. But
all right, let's see.
or this is bugging me.
So they both pass and heat a battle on the one guy. And
Yeah, you're 527. Just gonna double check here.
Whether or not they can.
No, so I had this wrong. It's a normal morale check, so it doesn't change anything. But it's just because I was calculating as 9 going to 8, but really it's 8 going to 6 going to 4. So yeah, still an NMC, but
okay.
So the heat
battle
still takes place. Yeah, show me what you got. Berserk.
What am I considered? Russian?
No. I think you might not have any modifiers as well.
Modifiers. Okay.
Roll it, and I'll check the Chinese. Red Chinese considered partisans.
So partisans, so that's a +1.
Yeah, so you're just considered partisans for all purposes.
All right, then that is
so it's an 8 battle hardening.
Battle hardening.
So they can't be swamped with anybody. This is one of the rare cases, because I think the next guys are. Oh, there is 628s. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's 628s.
And the other guy is 5.
Yeah. And then sniper. No sniper.
Oh, thank God. That would have just been a kick in the nuts.
Yeah. BB4 assault moves to CC4. Those guys would be halved. Need a bold plan. Yeah, okay, let's go for all the marbles. 1 to AA3.
Okay.
2 to Z2.
Okay.
3 to Z1.
Okay.
4 to AA1.
All right.
And
you're gonna run on my leaders, aren't you?
5 to BB0. I mean, there's not much of a point trying to overrun. and my guys are conscripts, so I only have 5 movement.
So I was gonna say, but if you jump me, if you come into close combat, I basically automatically lose. I'm guessing.
No, so how it works is, or at least how I remember it working without checking the rules right away, is you have the option when being overrun to GTFO, or you can stay. And I think there's, if you don't run, it becomes an automatic CC that happens before anything else, and like you have all the modifiers that would apply. So, I mean, you're still at -2, etc. So, but I would have to get in there. I would have to CX, which makes me worse at CC. You'd get an extra -1. It's not really it's not
All right.
conducive.
Well, I
So
mean, you got advance. That's so.
yeah, that's like the only saving grace. But you do have, a couple guys that could probably see them. So, you know, this is really just to put pressure.
Okay. Any other movement?
Nope, defense fire.
Hmm. Yeah. That 2 range is annoying the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's
DD2.
like literally the only problem about everybody having pupushkas.
Yeah. Um, DD2 will fire at EE3.
Yep,
So that's going to be a
12
12
up to.
2.
Yeah. Oof. 7 on 12. I'm pretty sure
It's not fun.
it's just a
When I'm thinking,
1. Wow. Okay. Pin.
ugh.
I thought for sure that was a 2 MC.
So all of these guys are going to fire at him.
Okay.
So that is going to be 9.
And Crest gives +2, I think.
Does it?
One of
Okay,
those two.
then I'm actually wrong. I already declared it, so yeah, we'll do that. So that's
I mean,
9.
you didn't know. It's fine. Let
Yeah,
me
no,
just double check. Let me just double check. Crest is. The hell? They don't write crest here? Crest not applicable versus unit without crests. Crest. Stream and crest status. TM. Do not apply. Direct fire. LOS. Fire trace into depression hex if exposed. Yeah. However, same level, non adjacent god. Does it not? Am I missing something here? They get entrenchment benefits, okay? But like, the TM of crest status is just like that of foxholes. Okay, thank you for making me look up a separate counter. Info, fortify, foxhole
I
is
mean, it's
plus
like
2.
an aristocrats joke. The end of it is always ASL.
That's right. Yeah, so it's a +2, which is what I thought initially for crest.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, so it's up 4. So 9 of 4. Nothing. And I think that's it. Yeah, I have no other units taking fire.
All right, advancing fire phase. That I might be tempted to do against CC1. So it is 6 up to 8, which is a Pintash check. That actually would be crucial. Which doesn't happen. You don't heat a battle. Sniper doesn't activate. Advanced fire. That's not worthwhile to shoot, so I won't. Take perhaps there's no routes. Advances. Everybody's gonna toss themselves into CC1. Uh, FF3 to FF2. That's probably not a good idea, but whatever. And CC4 into CC3 into the Wadi. CC phase. We've got the 1 CC. There's no modifiers. I'm fighting at a 7-1, which I think is just a 6-1. But I have no modifiers.
Is a single encounter considered infantry?
Yes. Or at least it should be. Infantry. What's the definition of infantry? Infantry. All SMC and MMC counters on foot.
So you were at a 6-1.
Yes. I can't make 8-1, so.
I mean, we'll go after the unit that your leader is attached to because it's a 1-4 either way.
Sounds good.
So I have 1-4 to -2.
Yep. That will
do not.
God, that's off by 1. So dumb.
Well, that's my part. I don't know if I can. I win. I don't think so.
Yes. So, there's some luck to it, but the prisoners will count to 14. You have 7 already, so 21. So you need 5, which if you exit all 3 squads, you get.
I need 35.
Oh, 35. Why am I
counting?
Not
25. 35. I don't think I can win. I think I got to give up.
Well, so you'd have to kill a lot, but then like we're playing an extra 2 turns. I mean, I'm fine with calling this a draw if you want, because, okay, if we war game this,
well, let's see. I got 4 there, 5, or I'm sorry. There's 4 in that text.
6.
There's...
You have 10 points in squads, and then it depends on who you kill.
I have to get all my squads, so these guys have to come off as well.
Yeah, and like 2 turns, if you spend 1 shooting, the other moving, it's doable. Because you're in crest status, that'd be 1, 2, 3, getting off 4. So even if you're CX, it's not a big deal. It would really be a matter of who can you kill in that span of time.
Yeah.
So
I have to be honest. Given the time, I'm happy just calling this a draw. I think you're right. Probably gonna win if we play it out. But I'm happy calling it a draw.
Yeah, I think it's enough on a knife's edge that it could swing either way. But yeah, this one was kind of crazy. Honestly, I think the only reason I got as far as I did is just from CC. I think what you should could have done rather than should, because I don't like that word. Probably have these guys shoot BB0 as I moved in there. Because it's still, even if you're long range and everything, everybody's long range. So you'd be at 3, it'd still be 6, and it'd be flat. So you still have a good chance of doing something. The leader doesn't have any modifiers. My conscripts were breaking. Like if I do, I'll end the log file, but if I do morale check, I'd have at least 1 guy break. So yeah, I think that would be the only thing I'd probably change, other than having maybe FF0 shoots at something, but FF1 definitely shoots at FF2. That's probably the
Yeah,
only
no, I
things I would have
honestly,
changed.
I got a little fixated on getting those guys off. That's all. So yeah, it was.
Bring it to the stream. All right. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just really surprised at the end of the day that like I was able to bring this back to a draw because turn three I was ready to be like, what the fuck, like, um, okay, to fill in people who will be watching this later, we have someone watching our game, Ricky Gray, in the Vassal channel. So it's too much for the tech wizards to figure this out to put the chat live. But essentially, there's a question: do we like this product? Product being the Long March. Um, I mean, we've talked about this at length multiple times, but I think it bears repeating that I feel like the scenarios should probably had gotten an extra pass. Uh, some scenarios feel way too hard for what they are, um, and really put a player at more of a disadvantage than it needs to be. I don't really know how you'd balance some of the scenarios. I think the last scenario, 2 coins for the ferryman, is a good example, uh, where the scenarios aren't they're not terrible, but they really do. It really does feel like something's missing from them. Like this this scenario, I think, is a good example of like, um, not necessarily like poor planning or whatever, but for example, the um, no movement is in effect, and if I remember correctly, the no move you might get to try once per movement phase to to um, to gain movement. Uh, and if I had set up in any way, shape, or form that didn't see W10, for example, or A10, I would have been screwed because you could you could literally just set up everybody in this far down corner and then just go in a solitary line, and I have to hope to roll under my ELR, which is 2. That's not a good number. So, you
Yeah,
know,
I don't know. I felt the fog was a bit anticlimactic. Like it's either going to be nobody fights at all or everybody fights. And the other
mm-hmm.
problem is that I have to fight because that 35 VP means I'm going to be triggering you at some point because I'm either going to be shooting at you or I guess moving into close combat. I suspect does close combat also trigger the freedom to move?
Yeah. Like anytime anybody, like, unless you ambushed, which theoretically possible, but only in certain hexes, so it doesn't even come up that often. It wouldn't.
Yeah, like that's I was all right, this just feels like an annoyance. Like it's going to go away in the first turn or two. So it's not really going to have a significant impact. And it turned out it didn't because I just decided to kind of load up on the west side there, the top of the board, and kind of move through it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like as soon as you shoot, like it that's it. You've taken away the the thing that's supposed to matter. You know what I mean? So it's a strange decision to add the fog everywhere. Um, I'm surprised it's not like a heavy fog at the start diminishes to kind of help both sides, like, because as the scenario progresses you're obviously going to lose units, and in losing those units none of them will have the firepower to overcome the +2, right? That's why there's a few shots that I never took, because if it, like, I can try to shoot my 3 firepower, but if you're exiting through here I don't get the benefit of double. It's still a 3 flat, and to get anything good, I'm looking. I need to have, like, I can't roll doubles, and I need to roll, a 6, which, for a majority of the part I wasn't getting. But dice rolls aside, like, cowering twice is not great. And if I'm if I'm relying on twos to get me something, then I'm also hoping that you're not reacting with snipers. So, um,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm debating whether or not I should have set up on the south side to kind of avoid the buildings and the choke
mm,
up there. But the terrain is not really all that much friendlier down there. I guess the LOSs would be a little bit worse for you, basically. Um, yeah, I don't know. I still am not sure why they gave me the concealment counters except as like sniper bait.
uh,
Because
so the only thing I could think of would be like, um, if everybody you have is concealed, you could have done something where like, uh, you just you wait for the like you don't do anything. I can't react because I'm not being shot at or whatever, so I don't have freedom to move. And then, like you just advance, you do that for a couple turns. Um, that could be something, but again, it then falls back into the trap of like you have to fight at some point. Um, the KMT player only gets a max of 5 concealment counters in play total, so you can't even split your stacks and benefit from concealment, which is kind of weird. And like it's as soon as you start counting counters, um, you can't prevent your opponent from knowing like where your real counters or fake counters would be. So,
yeah, I guess I feel like they get revealed way too fast,
mm,
so it's kind of anticlimactic to use them. I mean, I kind of bunched them up back here, and I'm glad because it ate that one sniper, which thankfully.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting one. I don't feel like it was a bad scenario. I mean, you had awful dice luck. I'm not even gonna.
At the start, yeah, yeah,
I
and
mean, sure,
don't.
that was hilariously. I think we
what
even
were
talked
my
about.
stats? I've turned it around.
Yeah, good for you. And mine.
You're still below me by 0.02. Well, crazy.
Yeah, so that's I rolled well on that round. Yeah, no, I mean it was an interesting-ish scenario. I think the 35 is a bit punishing, but I mean I know it's only 4 squads, but
Yeah, yeah. I think it's fair to say what's the balance for this? Reduce CVP to 33. One squad. Nah, I'd change that. Add 8 minus 1 to start OOB. I see. I probably wouldn't do that either. I don't know if I'd add an SMC. I'd probably change like the 7-0 for an 8-1.
yeah, I don't know.
Like I think it's either that or change. God, I had the word for it. Maybe make it so that you can't invoke massacre, but you can do no quarter or something, or maybe just not have that.
Yeah, I don't know. In the end, it wasn't that big a deal. I probably could have some. It is what it is.
Mm,
The main issue that I had was the very basic lack of the concealment terrain. I mean, there's a bunch up here in the buildings,
yeah.
obviously. Crags are not concealment terrain. Brush is. Is the Hamada considered concealment terrain or no?
No.
Or whatever the hell it is. Hamadi?
Hamada. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think. I'm confident in saying it's not concealment terrain, but might as well check.
So, yeah, so it really restricts where I can use, like, going back to the concealment, it even restricts where I can use the concealment stuff
Yeah.
because, there's only a few places I can actually stick units. And why would I put it back here? I can't really, for the life of me, I can't figure out why the hell I have to put a unit back here or significantly behind the W, my start limit.
Um. Well, okay. So the one thing I could see to use it, to have a guy that far out, because you don't have to be in concealment if you're using a concealment counter to start with, and um, your guy would be out of line of sight, so you wouldn't have anything to worry about necessarily, anyways. Um, but more importantly, it's just like it's a great way to have a squad or two be on the opposite side and just kind of be annoying so that if and when they, I don't know, we'll say they follow the road, they get the X7, it prevents some routes. That would be the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, the problem is you start getting in here, and if you've got guys, you had guys kind of sitting right up in here.
Yeah, I
Um,
had to. There's no other way.
so the LOS was going like as soon as I got over here, the concealment was going to get lost. So yeah, I don't know. It was just a little bit of a weird thing. I think in hindsight, I probably would have tried the south. I'd like to try the south approach and see how well that goes.
Hmm.
Um, just to see if the kind of the more broken, varied terrain over here makes any difference. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's not a bad scenario. Like I feel like it's sort of balanced. The 35 is a bit punishing. I might kick that down a little bit to be honest.
Yeah, I'd
Uh,
probably drop it to 30 myself, to be honest.
but yeah, and I was a bit too bloodthirsty. That's my own fault. I was just in the mood tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, also like as stated, like CC is the only thing that brought me back really, because like if you still had 5.27s, not losing the 9.2, a 3.27 as well, like lying around, those are
Well,
big
that nine two,
wins.
that was my biggest mistake. That guy should have been scampering off as fast as I get him off because he's 5 victory points. So by himself.
Uh, three,
No, three. I'm sorry, he's
yeah,
three. But
but
yeah, he's more than a squad. You know.
yeah, I have to admit I was curious as to why, um, a 9.2 is probably like one of the only times, um, I would have, especially because you were running through residual. It was it's probably one of the one times I would have said, YOLO, and just taken the 9.2 with squads and run through because of the -2 that he gets, right? So even if you're taking a one firepower or something, and even if that results in one MC or a normal round check, it's so unlikely that you would roll 10, 11, or 12 as your first one. Like the odds just aren't in its favor. And then you add the -2 for morale checks afterwards. It makes it a lot easier to get through it.
Yeah,
But
no, no. I'm. I did the exiting was definitely. I had some issues there. I'm not gonna.
yeah,
I don't argue that at all. So
I
yeah, no.
was
It was a little bit of a combination of things that I pushed it too close to the edge. I was a little too lackadaisical to get guys out.
yeah.
Basically.
Like
Eh,
I also wonder like if it's even worthwhile to EVP anybody like with two extra turns instead of just like having those squads be like, okay, you're gonna have them, throw them in GG2 or whatever, and then just send them into CC, or try to futz around with them. But in any case,
yeah, thinking back, if I'm gonna be playing devil's advocate on this, I probably would have assaulted over the hill. Just come in,
oh
just
yeah, yeah,
straight up, just kind of kept pushing instead of pulling out and going back around the north side here. Just kept pushing through because you basically had nothing but conscripts up here.
yeah,
Um, these guys, the first line units were kind of dedicated over in here. While yes, you could shift them around a little bit and come back quicker. Now, if I'm up here, you're obviously the disadvantage coming up the hill.
yeah, yeah.
So, so yeah. In hindsight, I probably should have pushed harder to get up and over the hill. Um,
But and also like I was split, and if you have guys already at the top, like you could encircle or do some other stuff
yeah,
that
yeah.
way.
So
Um,
yeah, yes, I should have been I should have either committed to the attack or committed to the exit, and I didn't really
right,
do either. Committed
right,
to the
right.
attack or committed to the exit, and I didn't really do either. So yeah, it's it is what it is. But yeah, no, all in all, I don't know. I don't think the scenario is all that bad. It was surprisingly not as bad as I thought. You know,
All right, what next we got? We got looting bridge, another small map, half a board, mild breeze, moist. There's one overlay. There's a bridge. Oh wait, is this gonna be Bridge of Life again? Shit, this is gonna be. I swear this is gonna be Bridge of Life again. This better not be it. At least there's like support weapons, I guess. Looting bridge.
oh, Kuomintang, woof, woof. You suffer from ammunition shortage.
This is Bridge of Life, son of a bitch. I'm
What's
playing a
Bridge of Life?
Bridge of Life is the scenario where I complained a lot about skulking. Yeah. Well, at least like it's built different, so at least like it's the map is similar but very much not
Can't
the same.
Holy shit! I gotta plank the bridge.
The Red Army wins at game end if they control buildings K2 and M2. Yeah, it makes sense. K2 M2 is oh, so this is the reverse. Huh. So in the version that we played, um, the partisans start on the on one side that doesn't wait. Do they start on the one that has the hill or not? All right. What's this say? Set up east of river. Set up on coordinates 8+. Well,
Eight or
you
less. Sorry, eight or less.
oh 8 or less.
Less than or equal to 8.
Oh, right. If you control, okay, so it is the KMT attacking, right? Wait,
Are they?
well, but if it's 8 or less, then you can set up in the hexes, right?
I guess I don't have the board.
Sorry. I'll paste you the map I'm looking at. So, if we look at the map, the victory markers are put on the right side of the river. Now, is the right side of the river east? No. Or yes, the right side of the map is east. Wait, what the fuck is this? I'm
So I can set
confused.
up out to like the middle of the river, like almost on the. Wow. So yes. What? Huh?
But if it's
Wait a
less,
minute.
because you see the problem, right? If it's less than 8, that's the right side of the map, which means that the Reds can set up anywhere there. But the right side of the map is east. That is also east. So the
We're basically
KNT.
both starting on the same side of the board. We can start next to each other theoretically.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
what's the SSR say here?
The
La,
SSRs are ridiculous because they're like half of them are talking about the goddamn bridge, and it's like, well, there's nothing. There's no point.
yo, someone fucked up. Is there errata? Shit, there might. Is there errata? None. Dope. No, wait, sorry, that's the other one. Please tell me there's errata. There's no errata. Dope. What?
What is the point of the
There's
bridge?
there has to be an error here. I don't even think we should play this because like at this point, just because it's not clear whatsoever. How are you supposed to play this?
Let's see. Historically, the Red Army completes first march and arrived at the west end of the bridge. After securing the west bank, they retired to a church to organize their quick meal. Okay. I think that the Red Army setup is wrong.
I think it has to be above 8.
Yeah, it has to be greater than or equal to 8, not less than or equal, because they're supposed to be on the west bank.
Yeah,
And
because like
also, like, what, 3 of the SSR is all about, well, you got to replank the goddamn bridge to get across it.
unplanked, an unplanked bridge may only be entered via minimum move and may not be targeted and may not be targeted by the mortar. Oh, okay, I guess. Is subject to hazardous movement. Any unit that breaks on that plank suffers casualty reduction instead. A broken unit may not enter plank. A unit on the plank is not subject to heated battle. May not fire. May become planked by one on a successful clearance dice roll. Yo, I fuck that shit. A planked bridge receives a small target for area to fire hit to hit purposes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be greater than or equal to 8.
All right, well,
I am happily willing to play that because otherwise we're both gonna be it's gonna be a giant swirling melee on the right side of the map.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I can only say I'm fine with playing this because I wasn't the attacker, or I would be the attacker, but uh, you
No,
know,
you're not. I'm the attacker.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm fine because I'm not the attacker, but
Oh yeah,
uh,
yeah, no, it's
I,
gonna be a clusterfuck. I don't think I'm gonna get across the bridge, but we'll see.
yeah,
Um,
I can only say like we'll try it, but maybe just in case, I'll do up the scenario afterwards as well, like the save, just in case.
yeah, sure, no, that's fine.
Because yeah, uh, yeah, I don't think this is good. All right, well, stick around, folks. We're gonna have an interesting one next week.
I mean, the historical scenario, the historical background is nuts.
Yeah, that's exactly what we played. What I played with Gary was Bridge of Life, which I will send you the link to, and it is essentially a um, why did that oh, this is what I want to do. So it is a very similar scenario. The difference is that the KMT are essentially like all concealed, um, and they have this weird like you draw from a cup, and if you pick somebody or whatever, then um,
You know what?
uh,
This is the exact same.
it's the same text, same everything. Like it's very much the same stuff, um, which is like funny in retrospect. Uh, is it the same? No, it's not the same designer. So two people, same idea, yada yada. But like the idea is like it's talking about the same event for some reason actually I thought it was different days, but it's the same day. So you know, the difference is that in Bridge of Life, it's 20 squads overall, or at least allegedly, and in Looting Bridge, it's 29 squads, so almost 10 full squads more. And there's a mortar for the KMT, which was not in Bridge of Life, and you get support weapons, um, more than I had in Bridge of Life. So actually, it might be the same number, but you get an MMG, and I did not have those.
Well, yeah, you're suffering ammunition shortages. What? Like your numbers are one less, I think.
Yeah, it's like one less, and it's one less. Oh, so the yeah, it's ammunition shortage for everybody, not the mortar, um, which means like anybody rolling high, which is gonna happen with my IFTs, gets substituted for a lower quality squad.
Oh, but
And
it's only on an original 12, so yeah.
yeah, but I mean, that's it's still pretty important. And if I forget uh, if they are a conscript squad, I think they turn to half squad. SS board, IFT, unit replacement, like Berserk.
So yeah, in addition to the normal long range penalty, you also get area fire penalty. So you're halved twice, I think, when firing beyond normal range.
Yeah, yeah. So basically all it means is that that first hex for the bridge free, but anything after that, uh, not necessarily the case.
Yeah. Question for you: what does skulking do? I saw the comment there.
So skulking essentially is so if you're looking at the map of actually we'll do that's a really good example. Okay, so you see on the map you got Y5 X5 W6. Sorry, on the game we're playing in Vassal. Oh, you're not in anymore. Damn.
Yeah, hold on.
Um,
I'll come back in just hold on a second.
yeah, I mean either that or stream or whatever. But um, I'll wait. I'll wait till you get it back
Just give me 2 seconds.
in. Yeah, no worries.
Vassal is just
It's very slow on startup. It's the only weird thing about it. Um, okay, so there's actually like one probably slightly better example, but so we'll use this example Y5 X5 W6, and then afterwards Z1 AA2 BB2. So skulking, the idea of it is, and I'm going to save my game so I can futz around a little bit. Uh, this, yes, okay. Cool. So the idea is I have a conscript squad and you have a 337, we'll say, and I go, wow, it's my turn. So I could prep fire you, but maybe I don't feel comfortable or confident that conscripts will do it because it's a 6 firepower, but it's +2 for the fog. I say, instead of that, I'm going to move to W6 in my movement phase. Your guy can't do anything now. Literally, there's nothing for you to do. This is the only guy they can see. It's the only guy they would be able to shoot at. So what you end up doing afterwards is once you get in the advanced phase, you then move your guy back. So functionally, in in game terms, you've avoided being shot at for a turn. But in sort of how the narrative aspect of it is, your guys moved 30 feet back, they checked their watches for 2 minutes, and then they move back into the area. Admittedly, for a scenario like this in which you're adjacent, it's not the end of the world. You still have something there. But if if say you were up in, you had someone on the cliff face, right? It's the same idea. You just say, well, I don't want to. I'm not going to be part of this. You move back. Um, you can have you can have other examples like the height here is kind of hard to really adjust for it, but
yeah, I get the idea. You basically move out of sight for your movement in your movement phase, and then move back in an advanced phase. So you don't
correct.
gain any territory. You just prevent the opponent from firing at you for whatever reason.
Correct. And the reason why it's very strong in certain circumstances, Bridge of Life is a really good one, is because there's a lot of woods at higher elevations. So what you would do is like this is a good one. So you're in W5, I'm in Y4. We'll even forget all the fog, right? Well, it's my move, and I don't want to be a victim, so I take my guy in Y4, I move him to Z3. You now can't see him because of the elevation difference, and the orchards block it. So you can't do anything. So once it's my advanced phase, I go back into Y4. If your goal is to get to X3, you still can't get there without me having a direct shot at you at -2 because you're going across a road.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
that's the power of skulking, is that you avoid getting shot at, which if some people say like, oh well, you just shouldn't be vulnerable or whatever, but it's personally, I think it's bad manners because it's not something that the rules explicitly prevent you from doing, but in a narrative aspect it feels wrong, and from a gameplay aspect what you're doing is you're saying, I don't want my opponent to do something right now. I want them to just be a victim of circumstance, and you're taking
Sure. And
advantage
you're
of it.
using the I go we I go you go and the turn sequence and all that other stuff to you know
Exactly. You're removing the we go part of the turn, um, and denying your opponent an essential phase for them to shoot, because What if I don't move, this guy shoots, breaks my guy. Obviously, that's a huge dynamic, changes how scenarios will play out. And I don't know. I've had the gentleman I played against. I don't hold anything against them. Gary, look, if you grew up playing skulking, whatever, I don't appreciate it. And that doesn't mean I don't want to play him anymore, etc. It's just a difference in opinion. But
Yeah, no, I understand. And yeah, I mean, if I'm thinking about it in terms of the narrative, in terms of what's going on, it's like, well, you're abusing your omniscience as a player in a certain sense,
mhm,
because if your troops are withdrawing into the woods, you can't see out either. You don't have any idea where the guys are. So you're not going to withdraw and then immediately come back into contact theoretically.
yeah.
Because there's no way for the defender to fire at the advances. That would be the only. Is there? There's no way to fire at advances.
No, not at advances, and there's something to be said about like potentially shooting with snapshot, but that involves having more line of sight than you would in this circumstance. To the point where like, so for example, you could snapshot, or at least I'm near 100% sure you could snapshot if you had a guy in X1, you can see the unit cross the hex side. um, I think
Yeah,
regardless
sure.
of elevation, you'd still be able to shoot it. So you could do that. But the problem is that it's at half firepower. So you're still negating a lot of the firepower that the aggressor in this circumstance would have.
Well,
And
and yeah, and you're basically you're still dictating how the opponent is able to move. Like I as the opponent have to kind of, all right, you're gonna play this kind of, dickish move. You're gonna play this style, and all right, I have to adjust my play to take into account and try and prevent it as much as I can. Like I gotta have a guy at the next move to
yeah,
prevent the snapshot. And if you've got a continuous wood line, then that's gonna be difficult.
yeah, and the argument has been made that some people design scenarios with skulking in mind. I mean, I don't know. I don't believe it. I will admit that maybe I'm cynical about it, but there's something to be said about how maps are deliberately chosen. They're play tested, but even this map has plenty of spots where this is an example of skulking being possible. Moving Z3 or Z2 to AA3 prevents line of sight from a lot of hexes. Is that something that you should do? Um, like I believe it is my opinion that, for example, when EE3 had two squads, I moved one down to FF3, but I didn't move him back because I am of the opinion that if you cede a position, it should be deliberate. It should be that you don't evacuate for a minute and then go back in and say, well, I just didn't want to get shot at. It, then you're planning
I know. I tend to
improperly.
agree with you.
So
I mean, I'll be honest. I hadn't even really thought about it all that much.
it's
Maybe, but
I don't like mentioning it for new players because I think it kind of it's an aspect of the game I don't like. It's simple enough, and the less people know about it, the less it spreads.
yeah, no, I'm down with that. So, all right, well, we'll try the bridge next time and see if they do this one a little bit better. Um,
Yeah, I mean it's immediately different, just because the way the map is, but the SSRs I'm not too confident in. So like I said, I'll probably send you two save games just in case, and then play by ear.
yeah, we'll see.
Awesome,
All right, man. You have a good week, and I will talk to you next week.
sounds good. You too. And as always, for those of you watching from home, thank you. And I hope we didn't go over too much of skulking again. Um, if that's your choice, play with it. I'm not here to dictate how you play, but I think we can, as a community, all come together and say and agree or disagree on things. Stuff like VBM freeze sleaze. Hey, you know what? If you don't enjoy playing with that rule, House rule it. Just, you know, as long as you have an opponent that is understanding. If you like skulking and they like VBM, either play with both or alternate or something. Um, but yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you hopefully Friday. If not, then hopefully next week.